Hello YouTube, welcome back to the homestead. What we have here today is another desktop review. This one is going to be of the D.H. Russell Original Design Canadian Belt Knife. Now I was introduced to this pattern of knife 30 plus years ago when I was going to college up in one of the northern states, almost against the Canadian border. And my roommate was Canadian and an avid outdoorsman, and so he's the one who first introduced me to the Canadian belt knife. Shortly thereafter, I bought one myself because I found how useful they were in the outdoors. So we're going to take a quick look at the Canadian belt knife. Now, one thing of interest is that this particular knife has been copied now by Cold Steel, which the only reason I hadn't bought one of the Cold Steel ones is because I own the original. But there's nothing wrong with Cold Steel. I'm a big fan of that company. But we're going to talk about the D.H. Russell knife right now. The blade, as you notice, is kind of strange shaped. They call it an elliptical blade. It's 4 1/4 inches long and is constructed of high carbon German stainless steel, and that's as the company listed on their website. They don't say what type of steel it is. It has a Rockwell hardness of between 56 to 58. It is a full tang construction, runs all the way through. It has some jimping up here to brace your thumb on when getting down to do tight work. Excellent skinning knife. I've used it many times for skinning both small and large game. But it's also great for just preparing meals around camp. But it has an East Indian hardwood handle. It does come with this piece of leather here. And it has an overall length of 8.5 inches, and it weighs 3.6 ounces, and it comes with a simple leather sheath. Now, the sheath that you see here with it is not the sheath that came with this knife. I have it buried in some box somewhere, and I wasn't able to find the sheath for this review, so I'll show you the sheath that I had made for it in a little bit. The blade itself is marked on one side. I don't know if the camera can pick this up or not. It says D.H. Russell Belt Knife, Canada. The other side is marked Gorham, and I don't want to insult the Canadians, so I'll spell the name of the city. Pictou, Nova Scotia, Canada, which is actually where it's made. So it's the Canadian belt knife made in Canada, actually Nova Scotia, Canada. As a general outdoor knife, I absolutely love this. It has served me well. Now, the sheath that I made for it, the sheath that comes with it is very similar, at least as far as the outward design, except it's stitched where I laced. And of course, being a leather worker, I had to tool my leather, so this is just my basic oak leaf pattern that I like to use on some of my outdoor leather. And of course, I always tool the backside, but just keep it simple since nobody but me sees it. But still, to finish it off with a basket weave. And this particular one has been lined with deer skin from a previous hunt. So there it is, the Canadian belt knife. Hope you found this review interesting. I want to thank you for stopping by and visiting the homestead today. Please subscribe, and God bless.